Political enemy said he was suffering from what I describe as new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Yes, it's a word that is supposed to be called silicosis, meaning a lung disease. But in search for the longest word in the dictionary, they pep it up to become a 45-letter word, which is new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
I don't know what we did on December 6, 2020. On September 17, this month 17, we want to check this country because we will launch the rescue mission in Monterey County. We want to check this country and we want to make sure we will do everything to make sure that Monterey County will give the rescue mission over 600,000 votes. In order to do that, we will be launching the rescue mission on September 17th here in Monterey County.
I'm saying it again. I was reading in the newspaper, someone said, Liberian people will get a job. We are one-term president. But all the fact, and after the elections, God will make sure that mouth will be closed. But prepare. I will defeat them in 2018.
The masters must be careful in October. I'm seeing all kinds of alligators, cobra, leopard, and lion hiding on a party again. Some of them can take Georgia picture, they put a hair on it. Some of them put Joseph Burger picture, they put it. Some of them put Kumi's picture, they put a hair. Yeah, you can do it at your own campaign thing. But the only reason why I will vote for you cannot be because you Kumi's man, or you Weird man, or you Joseph Burger man. No! You must show the intellectual competence, that character, and ability to debate the issues. Take, for example, District number 8. District number 8, Monterey County, is the heart of Liberia. This is where you have the executive mansion, the Capitol building, and the Supreme Court. You have the University of Liberia, AMU, and all the other institutions right here. Either they have the university here or they have offices there. This is the intellectual hub of the Republic of Liberia. Bobo cannot represent District number 8.
There's no record of hypocrisy in my activism. There's no record of deception. There's no record of stealing. I have been tested, I've been tried, I've been resilient. You need a leader who will not back down. I have an integrity. I believe my story resonates with the people that I'm talking for. I want to lead. I come from a very poor background. Many of the people that are listening to me, they know my story. I struggle to
It's prevalent in entire universities, now only one university, but all around. But it's a matter of our administrators also to put in a system that will stop lecturers and whosoever, even down to students, because students can aid and abet. If you are a student, you are caught in enticing lecturers, you also leave the system.
The CPP is not as stable as it should be because of the LP. And the LP is deepening her own internal problem each and every day because of the greed that is about. You got greedy people on the left, greedy people on the right. When they come together, they stab each other. And what mostly happening is that they are spoiling the party's name.
They push on my husband from here, from his stomach. They carry it down. They take away a private. They take away intestine. They take away heart. They take away a kidney from there. They take away a pot. They chop a part. Yeah. They chop behind a fire. They fin. They chop it. They chop the man. They chopping. They chopping. They fin away him. They waste acid water on him, man. They waste acid water on him.
Coming not serious man. If Coming was a serious man, the best decision he ever take in his life. Coming to be president, maybe won't die or training die. Nah. Coming a serious man.
You're saying that it is not possible at all. If that will ever happen, it will happen in utopia.
No.
And utopia is a world that does not exist.
It cannot happen. No, I don't want to already say never, ever. But it is not in our generation.
Not even in the generation and generation and generation to come. That means it's not possible.
But my man, The man cannot concentrate and contemplate. What can he do? That man cannot produce nothing.
The CPP is not as stable as it should be because of the LP. And the LP is deepening her own internal problem each and every day because of the greed that is about. You got greedy people on the left, greedy people on the right. When they come together, they stab each other. And what mostly happening is that they are spoiling the party's name.
We want to say to Liberians, maybe you have not seen real country that gave opportunity. Over the years, people have taken you for granted. They think anything they do is okay. But for us, we say it's unacceptable. Your living quarters must be decent. You must have you don't have to beg people. It's your right to have electricity. It's your right to have water. It's your right to have decent transportation. It's your right to go to shop freely. People have made us to believe that we owe them for everything they do. They owe them with nothing. And we have to understand that. We have to bring a country that people must understand that leadership is not a God, it's opportunity to serve. But I guarantee you, I will beat those people just like a little baby. When they hear the election result, they will understand that God got me. And the 20%, they were defeated. I'm saying it again, I was reading in the newspaper, someone said, Liberia people will get a job, we are one-term president. The other party that during election time, and after election, God will make sure that that mosque will be closed. I will defeat them in 2018.
That is what you get when the hobo pejoratively hobnobs with the hope bamboozle, razzle-dazzle, razzmatazz politically. He was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a way of saying the president was fantastic. But his political enemies said he was suffering from what I describe as new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Yes, it's a word that is supposed to be called silicosis, meaning a lung disease. But in search for the longest word in the dictionary, they pep it up to become a 45-letter word, which is new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Don't show me nothing too much, you know. I love you. I'm missing you. I want you back. Long time no see. Out your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. And it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you. And it's so unfair. I toss and turn, reach for you, only my pillows. Soon, awake, the morning sun rises, but I'm alone.
Good afternoon, people, wherever you are, from wherever you are following, from wherever you are listening, from wherever you are watching. Thank you so very kindly that you joined us for the show Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews, on days 4th day of September. 36 days to October 10th.
I want you back. It shows
We talk the issues as they unfold, people. So I can appreciate you more. You are so massive. You're so extraordinary. It is because of you we are here. Without you, we can. So we work together. We do it together. And we get to October 10th together in a non-violent way. My name is Sam Andrews, along with my technician, my sound engineer, Abraham. And also, just so you know, We are also on Voice of Liberia 89.7, Kakata City, Magibi County. And you can also follow us on our online radio, Voice of Liberia Radio.com, and Facebook with keywords Voice of Liberia.
I want you back. One, two, three. I love you. 4, 5, 6. I'm missing you. I want you back.
Oh, yes, another day again, people. Thank you so very kindly again that you made Voice of Liberia 104.1 your now. And to all of you in Cat City, thank you so very much that you joined in. And those of you who are listening online, online radio, Facebook, thank you so very much. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Also, Bon County, thank you that you join in Lopa County, that you're relaying us from Morovia. Voice of Liberia is gradually moving into the 15 county, not by repeater, but a structure. So, what we got to talk about, as it is the custom of the show, we guard ourselves against any form of violence. We've got 36 days to go. 36 days to the election on October 10th, the deciding day as to who wins, who goes into the legislature legislatively, and who goes to the executive mansion presidentially. We've got 36 days to wrap up. 36 days, not much, not many days, but we have to be very careful so that we don't miss out. You have to be very careful so that nothing taints your reputation, your credibility, be you independent candidate or a political party. You want to be very careful. You want to take time how you run your campaign. You want to score political uh, relevant, or you want to score political votes just from a single campaign. Too many things give you vote, people. Too many things. Just as you conduct yourself in a manner serene and representative of a campaign, you can get votes in your favor. But you will not have the votes from the other side coming to you when your entire campaign is marred by violence or related violence. Take time. Let's get into October 10th in a more peaceful, stable manner. 36 days to go. 36 days. So we start with what transpired at the University of Liberia this afternoon. That the University of Liberia went haywire, upside down. It is my understanding that the tension has quieted, but emotions stay running high. And it's all because they have all along, the students, been complaining of conducive learning atmosphere, that the atmosphere at the University of Liberia isn't as conducive, representative of a university, least to say a state university. They have inadequate chairs. You have to carry your own chair if you go into whatever the class based on your schedule. You have to run. If the class is already in session, you have to run with it. And too many things happen along the way. And they argue that they pay their fees, even though the government will take responsibility of vast portion of the academic setting. But they have registration to do because free, I don't think free is free. No, I don't want to believe that free is free. And I have never ever been taught that free is free. No, there's always an attachment to free. There's always nothing, absolutely. Free isn't absolute. Absolutism is never ever associated with free. There is some kind of condition, some kind of attachment. You know how I know? Look at God. God, in his absolute self, never leaves anything absolute. He attaches condition. Then think about us as human beings with limited resources, subject to natural causes. So they pay fees, and the money should be used right. And what I'm about to say on my first talking point is accept my bias. I intended 100% to be biased. And the bias is to provoke the University of Liberia authorities. Even before President Weah and his government went in with the free tuition, the University of Liberia suffocated under previous government. The same thing happened. For years upon years, they have been trading, crisscrossing class to class with chairs. President Weah government inherited that. So they moved in with free tuition. But the free tuition did not negate or did not cancel that toting chair from one class to another. It is abnormal. It is a complete misnomer in such a time, such a modern time, for a student or students to be running with chairs from one class to another. And you got different kinds of people over there by nature. You got pregnant women, you got women um, who are disabled, you got people with different conditions over there. And it is not normal for them to be moving from here and there with chairs. The university must have chairs. Liberia can be at war in everything. People, how long will students, university, how long will this be? How long will it last? How long? It is wrong. The UL authority has to address this. That is why when I heard that, I opted not to contact anybody, and I'm telling you, I opted to be biased. And if you consider it as unethical and unprofessional, yes. You know why? It will provoke the university to do something. It has to stop. It is bad for us reputationally. It is bad for us. Our country is the only place that university students, state-run university students will take chairs from one place to another. Even private schools, private universities in this country, you don't find it happening. Only the University of Liberia, state-run university, government supported, government owned. It has to stop. It can't be like that all of the time, people. And then we say we are progressing, we have development. No. What good is the development when vast majority of the academic sector is being suffocated in such a situation? That means there's no development there. You can do that. Dr. Saulo Nessin, the Reverend Dr. J. Saulo Nessin, you and your team of competent, well-versed, well-educated leaders have to address this. Let it be a plus for you people that honor your administration. The students at the University of Liberia stop moving from class to class with chairs. It is too archaic. I don't think that even happened in the archaic period. It's too monolithic. No, you can't do that. Students on in chair from one end to another. Oh, come on, man. And very many of you who are leaders, and Dr. J. Saulo Nursing cannot tell me that he did the same thing, even if he went through such a time. That was that time. So that time cannot be transported into this time. No, you can do that. The University of Liberia has to change. You have to create a new metaphysics, give it a new identity. Let the students look back and say, yes, during our time, we used to cheer from one class to another. That is no more happening. Students can walk to class with ease, with relaxedness, and then they go through their lecture. I don't even want to talk about some of the things that some of the instructors, if not all, are going through. And it's having impact on the instructors, the professors, the teacher assistants, and other people. It's having impact on it. Because if the students are in such a strenuous situation, they're not getting to class on time, even if they got in class, they are here and there. It is a scramble for space. What's going to happen to the instructor? He or she going to wait. And everything time will be consuming. Time will be absorbing. Time will be going. And he has the next class. Some of those class or courses based on the nature of it, some of them 1 hour. Given the nature of the course, it goes for 1 hour, 30 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, given the nature of the course. So if that course they are going to be taught in or drilled through got only 1 hour and they're fighting to get to get chairs or to put chairs in, and in the process 15 minutes gone, 20 minutes gone, how much time the instructor has? He has to go to the next class, she has to go to the next class. An instructor should walk into the classroom, relax in a more conducive manner. The students are seated and he or she gets ready to lecture. Not the student, not the instructor, waiting for the students to run in with chairs here and there. You people have to look at it. Sometimes you just need to look at it and stop calling it a state-run university. Probably, and just privatize it. Then all of those problems, probably you may not have it. It can be a state-run. Why state-run? Look at state-run university in other countries. You know that state-run university. Students must be running way back, team. Way back. Way back. Instead doing it. Dr. Saulo Nelson, you and your team, you have to stop it. You have to bring it to an end. You're finding solution. That is the essence. That is why you people are there at the end. That is why the president appointed you and your team. Because he trusts your innovation and creativity with a difference to make. So it can be the same all of the time. If those students carry chairs during Charles Taylor time, Brian time, Ellen time, it can be the same. It can be the normal. It can be the normal. The essence of transition is to get the old off the way and institute a new paradigm. That is the essence of transition. That should be a change. It can be the normal all of the time. So when President Weah leaves, the next president that will be elected, the students will be toting chairs from one class to another. We must be joking in this place academically, man. Just stop. Saulo Nelson, I thought to speak to you people directly and put it on here. Without contacting you, I could have done it, but I just thought to just speak to you people, tell you people that it is wrong. You can argue it. You can come up with all of the descriptions. You can say all kinds of names you want to say. We are accustomed to it. We used to it. All the journalists, almost all the journalists, all the talk show hosts in this country, they've been baptized. So there's nothing you can say about them in terms of professionalism, non-professionalism will move. The idea, let it not be the same all of the time. The University of Liberia, state-run university, cannot be in such a condition. If it happened in Brian's time, the transitional government, if there were regularity of, of classes, It shouldn't be. If it happened in Charles Taylor time, if there was regularity of classes, it should be. If it happened in Ellen's time, it cannot happen in this time. It cannot. It cannot be a. It cannot be a trend. You have to stop it. You have to leave it. You have to do away with it. Find solution. You have to work around it. And most of the chairs over there are broken chairs. Most of the chairs. Most of it in bad shape. Student goes to sit, not looking at the chairs carefully. He or she sits. The next thing, on the ground. Some people got hurt. Some students got hurt from the bad condition of the chair of the chair. Some ladies fell awkwardly or fell awkward because she didn't know or may not have known that the chair was not in a good condition. Just by assumption, she sat and then she on the ground. You have to create a secure environment. When they are running to class, various classes with chairs, they are fighting for chairs. Sometimes they have to go in other classes and take chairs from there. Now, what happened? They deprive those students who are coming for their class. It's so bad off at the University of Liberia. People will portray it when they come outside. You think that everything is rosy there, but it's bad off. Saulo Nelson, the Reverend Dr. Saulo Nelson, president of the University of Liberia, you got to do something. President, we have put you there because he believes in your innovation. He believes in your ability to make a number of changes over there. It's not when there is riot, then you call a meeting and say you're banning student politics. Because that's what I have always known that university for from all of the presidents. The only time you hear the presidents, the only time you hear them raising their voices when the students go ultra. Then the president will call a meeting. The next thing he call the press and say student politics is hereby banned on the University of Liberia. They think that they have done something extraordinary now. But the simple things to correct, you don't want to look at them. Only when the student riot. Something must give rise to something. Nothing and nobody operate in a vacuum. No, something gave rise to something. If it happened accidentally, there is a reason for that accident. If it happened intentionally, there is a reason for that intentionality. Nothing and nobody operate in a vacuum. There's a cause for everything that happened. So if the students are protesting, then it means that their rights are being trampled upon. Their security is taken away from them. The environment isn't conducive for them to sit. Moreover, they pay money. So it's a contract. The university has to fulfill its part of the contract, and the student fulfill their part of the contract. That is why if you create a conducive environment and you put all of the academic principles and policies in place, if they breach any one of them, then you have every reason because their way now, your right is in full swing. Their right is to pay their money, to do their registration, to move to class in a conducive atmosphere and learn in a more comfortable manner. They should not be moving with chairs here and there. It is wrong. Look at the people. Look at Stella Marie's. Stella Marie close to the people. You know how shameful it is? You know how shameful it is? Stella Marie, the people, they share common border, common boundary. You don't see Stella Marie's people moving from one end to another with chairs. But what happened? They sit in the place and look at students at the University of Liberia and laugh at them and make fun. That's what I thought to talk about as the first talking point. And then we move to District 11. District 11, where Representative Kennedy Thomas Entwe, called the original countryman. The original countryman was ruled against by the Supreme Court. Mm. But before then, Joseph Joseph Yokpo, Joseph Yokpo, Youkpoh the second. Please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right. You're following from Banja Beach, Virginia, Monserrato County. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you for joining in. You said, in an effort to acquire excellence, struggle is along the way. Consciousness is the way to change the system. With commitment and consistency, you can create a great strive. Those regular politicians have failed us multiple times. The private sector approaches and actors can be an alternative version, vision wise. All right, Joseph, I I don't know what you are referring to specifically, but I think you got a point based on your understanding. Alaslav Kanen, you didn't say what you are following from. You didn't say what you are following from. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So he was denied by the Elections Commission, and his lawyers would challenge it, and then they took appeal with the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, which is the final arbiter of justice, looked into the matter and ruled against him. At the weekend, his people took to the grounds of the Temple of Justice to protest. And according to him, he was told by his lawyers that the Supreme Court going to look into the matter again to determine. Today, they came out in their mass again to make sure that their men got their right. As much as it is democratic, people have to be careful. But firstly, let me say that I don't think if the Supreme Court is made of men and women, not angels. No, they can overturn, they can rescind on certain decision, but the possibility of that is slim. But it doesn't say it cannot happen. The Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice. If it rules in favor or against, it is final. Because beyond the Supreme Court, there is no way, nowhere, except that you want to take the matter to God. Beyond the Supreme Court, there is nowhere you can go. They got the final say into all matters of national concern. So if the Supreme Court rules against, well, then that's it. Except it was a conference. A conference within that perimeter is not definitive because it is not a ruling. It is it is just to find out how, why, to look at the pieces of document, the bits, and then they analyze them. So if the Supreme Court, if National Elections Commission submitted all of its documents to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court went through it investigatively and find out that truly it wasn't, besides the other issues which were very germane, not domicile or has not lived, didn't live in District 11, then there's nowhere he can go. They said a mayor of the area will try to get some clarifications that he been in the district, he been living there. He tried to say some things around it. But if you listen to him carefully, you realize he was trying to paint a picture that he didn't know how to paint, that he did not know how to convince the rest of the people listening to him then that truly this man had been in the district. So that's why he fired himself. That's why he fired himself. All right. At 3 o'clock, we should face Alita. Yes, she's called Alita Va. Alita Va claimed her rights were trampled upon. She had labor and she wasn't paid. She was abused. And she took the matter to the labor ministry, launched the complaint, and then sh- her employers were instructed to give her her money. But since then, nothing is happening. So at 3 o'clock, we try to get her in to give us an understanding what went on and what's her next move. So the Coalition for Democratic Change will be launching on September 7th. They are putting the bits and pieces together preparatorily to get the launch underway. They announced the usage of the Anthony Totmo Stadium on the United Nations Drive, September 7th. They will be launching officially, declaring their campaign officially open on September 7th. That's a couple of days from now, Thursday, September 7th. And then the the former ruling Unity Party announced that their election launch 2 will be on the 17th. Will be on the 17th. Interestingly, all of them are claiming first round victory. And what is even more interesting, vast majority or majority of the citizens are flowing along. They believe it. They believe the possibility of a first round. All of them, everyone. How can it be first round? How can it be first round when everybody claiming first round? It is not possible to claim first round when everybody claiming first round. Everybody want to win first round. Allen Brown and his people say first round. CDC say first round. Um, MPC say first round. Unity Party first round. Uh, what's the other political party? ANC, CPP say first round. NDPL say first round. Everybody saying first round. Where they got the first round from? And if you notice, watch them carefully, almost every one of them saying the same thing. CDC goes to lunch. Yo. The paper want to talk to all yo. Not some all yo. All yo. Unity Party goes along. Yo. The paper want to talk to all yo. Not some all yo. Yo. No, you can see creativity. You don't see difference. The same way CDC sing the song, Unity Party sing the song. CDC came up with different things. Unity Party follow, MPC follow. All the other, but they're doing the same thing. You don't see any difference. I say it because you move around. They see some of these features. Look at these features. Look at some of them. You can tell the same way with the political manifesto. The party platforms are just similar, if not same. So they will be launching CDC on the 7th, and the 7th is this week. CDC is launching this week. Today is the 4th. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the 5th. Wednesday the 6th. Thursday, 7th. Thursday, the 7th. CDC took the 7th to launch. The 7th. Unity Party was in the various districts. They crisscrossed the various districts. District 3, District 4, District 14, District 13, selling their manifesto. In District 14, Senator Dillon will emphatically tell the people one round.
That is what you get when the hobo.
Oh, okay. My guy always around.
No, on December 6, 2020, on September 17, this month 17, we want to check this country because we will launch the rescue mission right in most of our country.
So CDC said they bringing the entire country outside on the 7th. Unity Party say they'll shake the country. So one group is saying that they got the entire country under control. Another group is saying they get the entire country under control. The expression to shake the country is to show you the number that we have. That if our rival thinks he has 2 million, we've got 3 million. If he thinks that he has 3 million, we got 5 million. We're going to put 5 million people out if Liberia's population. But just for the laughter. So how is it possible that everyone claiming victory, everyone going to shake the country, everyone going to turn the country upside down? How is it possible? You get, I think, about 2 million plus, or more than that or less. So divide all those numbers. You can't get one round victory. It's not possible, people. I should tell you, it is not possible. No.
On December 6, 2020, on September 17, this month 17, we want to check this country because we will launch the rescue mission right in most of our country. We want to check this country and we want to make sure we will do everything to make sure that most of our country will get the rescue mission over 600,000 votes. In order to do that, we will be launching the rescue mission on September 17. Here in most of our country, we want to send a resounding message that it will be for one. We want to send a resounding message that it will be what? One round. Thank you, District 14. The next time we see you, we want to see Emmanuel Bond as representative of this district.
So that was District 14. And then they'll move into District 13. District 13, they got Cornelius Crow Tucker. She wants to be the next representative of that district. She contested 2017. She did extremely well. She came very close, and she lost out to representative candidate Edward Papi Flomo. And she will tell the people that this time around, she is the right person. And she will try to rally the gender support, the female gender support that they've been they've been suffering for long. The state suffering. Promises were made to them in the district. Nothing is happening. They are suffering, and a lot more she had to say. And she will present herself as the person who can take them to a more prosperous District 13, other than what the current representative is doing. So she's confident that she can win the district. Everybody is confident of winning the district. Eugene Jobo, thank you so much for joining in. You are following from Capital Bypass. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you for spicing up the show. Hope that you having a wonderful Monday afternoon. Sam Wakonto. Thank you too for joining in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So nobody, absolutely nobody going to win first round, but it is a cliche, it's a political cliche. Everybody got to excite the people, they got to give the people that momentum, they got to build up the zeal, they got to make sure they put them in that buoyant mood that it is possible, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be. 2017, people said a similar thing to that. And then we went into second round. The National Elections Commission got the final say as to who are the two that will be in the second round. But the second round is obvious. Our election is just like Nigerian show. Yeah, African show. Once it starts, you know, because it's predictable. So the two that are going to be in the final, the two that are going to be in the final, and the date will be announced by the referee, just as when it reaches the final or when two clubs reach UEFA Champions League final, then UEFA can announce the date. So in a political contest, there are two teams will be in the final. We already know. Why? Why am I telling you the two teams? There are two teams that will be, and the two teams are CDC and Unity Party. I talk about the historicity of these two clubs. I mean, these two teams. Oh, come on, the football. Uh, the football keep coming. Sorry, Manchester United fans. We talk about it at the close of the day. But you don't mind, Manchester United fans. You don't mind Arsenal fans. That how they can start. That the area there. When the league start, they can run and go sit down on the table. But to sustain it to the end, that one they ain't able. All the people say small child can run. They get speed. But to finish it now, to reach to the finish line, that's what Arsenal can do. Sorry, your Arsenal fans, you're bet. So the two teams politically that will be in the final, CDC and Unity Party. And here is why. Most of those political parties, not only very many of them are unknown, but they don't have the numbers. They don't. Most of them are only testing the water because our system is a liberal system. It's open. Our constitution is friendly with everybody. It's an open constitution. Some people take advantage. It's not a rigid constitution like other countries that before you contest, you must have this, you must have done this, you must achieve this, you must have this. No. Our constitution, from election standpoint, is open. So people flow in. Even if I had just thought of contesting, I was going to go through everything. Get my now, I get my banners all over. Representative candidate Sam Andrews. And everybody calling me honorable, honorable. So the second thing in line with this, to sustain it all the way to the end. Some of these presidential parties mean the 40, they won't be president. Some of these presidential parties, they don't have full cash. So what they are doing is they are being more rhetorical to get relevance, to get the people's attention. Look at them carefully, people. Open your eyes if you have that discernment. So they come, this one there, the one out there, and the government are doing it, Joey are not doing it. Cummings is this person coming, Coca-Cola, Joe Parker. They say all those. You know why? Because those people are historically relevant. They are known. They are known domestically and they are known internationally. So the more you talk about those people in your campaign in that era, what happened? You popularizing yourself. And the next thing you see, they're not doing much in terms of the finance to get it going. No, not at all. You know why you're going to see that real good? Watch it. You will say Sam Andrew said it. This month. This month. This is, we got few weeks from Saturday. From Saturday to October 10th, that 3 weeks in between. 36 days. Already it's 36 days. How long for 36 days to pass? 36 days to go. So in these times, or these few weeks we've got, then you're going to see the real money. Who get the money? Who get the money? Eh? I'm telling you, how campaign looking? Campaign can start from the beginning, excited, but going to the end, but then you have to show your worth. You have to show your substance. If you don't get the money to go to the end, forget it. And that is why most of these parties, they were up for second round. Who told you all those people who saying first round, first round, first round? Simeon Fremont, MPC. You think MPC can win first round? You think how they call Allen? Allen, I was here selling rice for Ellen. Who knew that man? That man only knew in Ellen time. From Ellen time to this time, what has he been doing? So now you're only getting to know. We were coming this morning, the guy were in the car, and this guy was talking. And the guys in the car with us, they asked him, well, who the other presidential man? Who the other man say he want to be president? And the conversation went on, and I said, oh, but he's Allen Brown. He been around. Yeah, he was one of the prominent figures in Ellen's administration with this rice business. And then our driver said, I can see. I see why he's talking about rice. Okay. So you see, most of them will be hoping for a second round. So know that all of them that saying, or majority of them, apart from CDC and Unity Party that have the numbers, the rest of the people will be hoping for second round because you know why? Second round, they're where they can eat good. They're where the money that they spend. Right now, the money they spend, they can get. So, yeah, how it goes. If MPC accumulated about 3,000 or 350,000 votes, or Gonglo accumulated 250,000 votes, and that's a substantial number. So the parties now will sit down, CDC, Unity Party, they will sit down and start looking at all of those parties. They're not looking at the parties by name. Their teams will look at the number, the percentage. Then they say, but if this man can end the election with 200, with 250, with 200,000 votes, if we can get this man to join us in the second round, assume that his 250,000 votes remain, and he add to ours, they're going to take our number up because where the battle is now between the two parties. So they'll be looking, CDC will be looking, Unity Party will be looking. So what they have to do now is make sure that they get the numbers now and carry it all the way into the first round and maintain it and wait for the second round. The second round, they're where they can get it easy, as we say in Liberian time. So they put, first round victory. No, it's not going to be a first round victory. And then let me get to the representatives. And then I open the line. Zeze Joma. Zeze Joma, thank you for following. Thank you for following. Thank you for following, Zeze Joma. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. One of the reasons why most of the guys will not win, I'm not saying re-elected. Re-election, those inside. Election, those wanting to go inside. We have to stop this thing here. Some of you're stop it. If not all of you want to stop it, but I think you need to stop it. Listen, just present yourself as simple. Just present yourself as you are. You ain't going nowhere. Nobody knows you. In your own locale, in your own community, you don't really know. No. When you come now to declare your intention, the next thing you put an honorable. You put on your banner honorable. When you became honorable, you contesting, you in campaign. Campaign now honorability thing. No, the honorific is when you are elected. When you are elected and you are inducted, that's when that portion come upon you legislatively. That's when you become honorable. And the word honorable, it simply means to revere. And the word revere means respect. So when you're saying honorable, you're saying the most respected. It is the same word they can use for pastor. I mean, for the preacher. And when you're saying reverend, you are saying honorable. You are saying most respected. So you're there. You're not the legislature. Then you put on your banner, you put on your poster, honorable. So when you win election now, you stay honorable, you shame. Nobody can call you honorable again. Or you just go as simple. St. Andrews. So St. Andrew win. St. Andrew just take banana quarrel. Nobody will say honorable or he portrayed himself as honorable. You're honorable. You're like too much faking in this country. You have to understand this thing. The honorific is not when you are in campaign time or before campaign. The honorific gets upon you when you are inducted in the legislature. So when NEC announces you, then the legislature says the date. Then in the legislature, you will see that the person responsible will come and do it. We have watched it many times. From there, you are that person. See, everybody now, honorable, 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 honorable means most revered, most respected leader of the people. That's all. But you ain't going nowhere. You're seeing the whole thing because it started way back. So people just try to live with it now. They don't want to break with tradition. Whether it has ever been a tradition. Yeah, okay, we take it as tradition. Because tradition is just a flow with a certain attitude. The same as custom or culture. They just flow with it. Honorable. Honorable. The mayor goes to speak to the people. Honorable. Everybody going, honorable. Honorable. So he feels like he's talking to big man. You honorable, yeah? Then tell you not honorable. Some of your stuff, just like you printed your banner long before. But I think it will not help you. It ain't mean that you real honorable. It ain't mean that you will win. It can be so shameful you put honorable there. Then at the close of the day, you won't win. So nobody going to call you honorable again. Nobody. The people only call those honorable who are elected to the house or who are already there. Just stop this thing when you're running for election. Take a future election. When you're contesting, just contest as individual. You don't have to say honorable Sam Andrews when Sam Andrews is not honorable. That honorific, I'm honorable by my nature, by what I do. It's not what I'm aspiring for. I'm just aspiring. I'm not there yet. When I'm there, then it is conferred upon me. It's just like you don't go to you on campus. You don't graduate yet. Then you put on yourself graduate. But you aspiring to be a graduate. That means that degree will be conferred upon you. Oh man, you're trying to change a number of things, man. Okay. 3 o'clock, Alita. We face Alita. So let's take a few calls and see if Alita isn't ready yet. Then 0-7-7-0-907-907 We are also being relayed by Voice of Liberia, 89.7 Kakata, Magibi County, Voice of Liberia, Bong, Voice of Liberia, Lofa, and follow us on our online radio, voiceofliberiaradio.com, Facebook with keywords Voice of Liberia. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you. And you, sir?
I'm calling you from the Caribbean live. It's my summer justice. I'm putting your Spanish study. Speaking with you.
Yeah.
I listen to the discussion, and I was what I came away, and what they all point came away when I'm by was. Well, my person to my own education and my knowledge, at least my year, I will benefit from it right here. One, today is the final. How people are living or not, and what peace and unity.
Right. You one of those who went to protest.
Actually, if I speak with us, I will
Yeah, you could be a staff. You could be a staff there. You could be a staff or protester.
I come in now with a simple justice. Yeah, listen to the point. I say, we had a simple justice here because it's not you when they carry the day. Yeah, I say, there is simple justice. Whatever you say, listen to you. The people, whatever you say, it was something I said, our educated to our own help.
So what is it? What is the education? What is the education? What is the education? What did you say you got as
The
education?
education is we cannot see that today. It will kind of fear the lottery, lottery around that it will help fundament. But the reality is whatsoever that the God whatsoever will come up with, it will be our own beneficial or benefit to the country.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. Good afternoon. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907 0770 907 907 0880 907 907, and you are on Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews, on this 4th day of September 2023, election year in Liberia. Good afternoon. Yeah, move away from your radio.
Everybody, topic on the discussion for today. That's one of the questions I really love to ask why people are being take the position and calling themselves honorable. And I love the point that you really stressed on.
Yeah, the people, everybody you know, they can allow the people, the electorate or the citizens to flatter them because they love
Sure.
to be flattered. Instead of taking a simple, you're honorable, then
That's the question I already get to me sometimes when I see flyer around people calling themselves honorable. So really it get to me as the person has not been elected yet in office and they calling themselves honorable.
I mean, in Liberia, you can see, right? Sierra Leone having the election. Yeah, I can send you some of the banners. You'll see. They will know honorable under their names. Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. You're honorable. No, you're honorable. That honorific is not for you now. That honorific will come on when you are inducted. You must win it first. But you go nowhere. You only campaigning or you declare your intention. Then you bring the banner honorable. Honorable what? Just honorable John Josiah? That all? So the people just be excited, or you are excited that the people just be calling you honorable? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You are on, sir. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm not getting you. I'm not getting you. Asata Fofana. All right, let's hear you, Asata. You have to speak louder. All right, Asata. Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Send your text message and then it will be read. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, I'm Darcy Harris. Yeah, two joined Finance District 11.
District 11, you are you one of the protesters for Thomas Tue?
No, I'm not a protester. People say they say you're below for whom? I'm not a protester.
All right, let's hear you. Let's hear you, sir.
Okay. So, I think recent in Finance essay on a single issue that was discussed, I try to educate people. So, I was all over there on Robanya. There are two people that say it is wrong. And then, after making people to argue all with. Because I see to the position, then how will you call it? No. I just forget it because educating people, you try to lead the right path, they will see that why you talking don't make sense. And today, I think you went on air, making people understand. I even make reference on someone's fire, not someone about 12. I think see 12, he has not yet reached that period for people calling on road. So you don't put on a banner, put someone fire for put someone 12 for registration. But you don't put the honorable. Because you are not yet honorable. Honorable man will get in district 11 is Rachel Kuhn. And I told them.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
spicing it up. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1. We are also on Voice of Liberia 89.7, Kakata City, Magibi County, Voice of Liberia Bong, Voice of Liberia Lofa, and online Voice of Liberia Radio.com. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to the Liberian people this afternoon. My name is Harris A.F. Lumer, calling from Electoral District number 8. My Liberian citizens, please, this coming election, let us be peaceful, let us remain calm, and listen to election commission to get the result.
Oh, my man,
And
when we reach that place here, when we reach October 10th, here, we got 36 days to go there.
yes, but I just talking on kindness. So we don't need violence in the street. We don't want when they get a result that people I want to use someone inside of them because whenever competition, one person force a beat.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm just giving my own lay advice
Yeah,
to the Liberian people.
yeah, it's appreciated. It is
And
worthwhile.
let me conclude. First, I'm trying to tell the Liberian people that democracy, we need to practice democracy, but Liberians are hungry.
So you have not eaten since day.
We're hungry,
Have you
and now they are bringing democracy into our midst.
I mean, have you not eaten since this morning?
Oh no, this is only it.
But you say you're hungry now. What kind of hunger?
Politically, we are hungry. The country is freezing. Politically.
You're from District 11, aren't you?
I'm from District 8.
District. Yeah. But are you hungry politically? You got Representative Akaris Gray. The man that can chip money on people. Then you hungry? You laugh. My man, thank you. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Very shortly, we talk with Alita Va. Alita has a serious problem. And yes, this. Yes. Listen, I want you to listen to this. You have to be very, very careful with telephone calls. Be very, very careful. I want you to listen to this. Those of you who quick to answer telephone call and quick to come outside, those of you who like nightclubs, you got to be very careful.
Les bouchons my husband from here, from his stomach, they carry down. They take away private part. They take away intestine. They take away heart. They take away kidney from there. They take away pot. They chop it part. Yeah. They chop behind a fire. They fin. They chop it. They chop the man. They chop it. They chop it. They fin away him. They waste acid water on him, man. They waste acid water on him.
And just from telephone call, you've got to be very careful. Very careful. Very, very careful. You know why? These election periods, you don't know who is who. We see ourselves every day as human beings. What we say is what they take serious. Some people, you think that is just a joke. You think it is just a political talk because we're in campaign period, but they take it serious. It becomes historical, and then they will use it at certain point in time when everything over. Be very, very careful. Be careful how you answer telephone call, where the telephone call say you should go, how the telephone call say you should get there. Just be mindful with yourself. The human mind is wicked. Nobody knows it. You can see my heart. You can only see me and see my structure. You can see my sound engineer, AB. But only God can see the heart. Only God can see your heart. I can see you, but you can't see my heart. I can see your heart. You got to be careful. Be careful. The election time we are in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Something must be happening with this line.
Captain Momo,
Okay.
yeah, and I'm calling from the most political district and the biggest district, District 11, specifically the Western community.
So what district is in most political?
I don't know from what standpoint you ask, but I feel that my
Well,
district
you
is the
say
most
you can't run a
political
most political district.
because there is a district that happen that
All
will
right.
be peace in changing majority of our politicians or our representatives who have not elected or for a candidate for 2 terms.
All right. Thank you.
So
Let's hear you.
when I
Okay.
feel that it's one of the most political districts. But guess what? I do join the conversation and the person, like I said, I admire your analysis and that of your statement regarding honorable why aspirants are referring to themselves as honorable. I I feel that from the perspective that they feel that they might win, so they think of using such as a means of boosting their faith in winning their election. Quickly to the issue, I want to strongly condemn those who are saying no OCM, no election, as CA has a means of creating chaos. The highest body making body of law in our country is the Supreme Court. So I advise the supporters of Thomas Military to remain calm and respect the decision of the Supreme Court. I believe that they are wise in making decisions there. So in case of any other issue, the Supreme Court will wisely make a decision in the interest of everyone. Today or tomorrow, countrymen might go in our country and district remain supreme. So I ask that if you make time and let us preach the message of peace. To conclude, I ask the people of District 11 to vote wisely. Let us look into the direction of the most reliable, accessible, and accountable, transparent, and candidate in person of Darwin Emmanuel Tonya, our incoming representative. As a meeting.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much. Have a nice Monday. Allah, is it Allah? Yeah. Ala Steve Cannon, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for the correction. The my engineer would do it. Yeah, it should be September 4th. Thank you so much. We all broadcast together. We do it together. I appreciate you. Allah Slav Kane. It should be September 4th, but instead it's August 4th. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Two hairs are better than one. Two eyes, four bulbs are better than two. Thank you so much, man. Very shortly, we turn to Alita. Alita has a serious concern. Serious concern. You want to listen to her. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Uh, Good, good afternoon. What's happening with this line? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. Thank you so much for spicing up the show. That line seems to be having some kind of problem. So, okay. Thank you so much. Very shortly, we turn to Alita. She got a serious problem. She's in a dire need of justice. Until then, let's go this way. This is Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1. We have been relay on Voice of Liberia 89.7, Kakata Magibi County. Voice of Liberia Bong, Voice of Liberia Lofa. Follow us on Voice of Liberia Online Radio, Voice of Liberia Radio.com, and Facebook, Voice of Liberia. Keywords, Voice of Liberia. Thank you so much for spicing the first segment up. We appreciate it. So we go this way before we get ready for Alita.
That is what you get when the hobo pejoratively hobnobs with the hobo bambusu, razudazu, rasmatas politically. He was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a way of saying the president was fantastic. But his political enemies said he was suffering from what I describe as new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Yes, it's a word that is supposed to be called silicosis, meaning a long disease. But in search for the longest word in the dictionary, they pep it up to become a 45-letter word, which is new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
2023 election, there will be a humongous and stupendous dichotomy between the previous election and this impending 2023 election. As a result of the disapacity, economic bantikism, academic moaha, hohum hokum, and jiggery pokery with their malevolent, poppycock, braggadocio, and hocus pocus agenda, which has now metamorphosed and transmogrified the prestigious citizens of this country, political awareness, sensibility, intensibility, and agility. I foresee tranquility, unflappability, imperturbability, and composure in this 2023 election is to avert flabbergastation, astonishment, and dumbfound situation. I yuhu and huhu.
This is Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews, on this fourth day of September. We are transmitting from Capital Bypass. So let's turn to Alita Val now. Alita got a serious, very serious concern. She's down, she's depressed, she's frustrated. She feels that her labor was exploited. She's been trampled upon. Justice is not crossing her path. And she just might want to do something the other way around. So she is in to explain her situation. Alita,
Yes.
how are you?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Come close. Come close. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Everything okay?
Mhm.
No, you're not too far.
Not too far.
I know, you're not too far. So let's say you now let the people listening to you, everybody listening to you right now. You're living 20th Street, you're from 20th Street.
Yes.
Mhm. So what happened? What happened that you came to us? We already know. The way I will say it,
Mhm.
and not how you say it. Are you the one get the problem?
Yes.
Okay?
Mhm.
We already know. We talked about it. So tell the people exactly how it all happened.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And this company name is City Center on 17th Street, opposite Stop and Shop. I've been working with this City Center for 1 year, 5 months. After I got this job through my friend,
1 year.
from 2021, September 21st to 2023, September 21st. So I've been working. I got the job through my friends.
What kind of job?
Like janitor to clean things in the stove. So I've been doing it. Before I got the job, he told me that he would pay me $90.
$90 US.
Yes. And I agree because of the situation. So two or all were on the when more in.
You agree because of the situation?
Yes.
What kind of situation?
Because for that time I was out of job. So I accepted because to be able to sustain my children in school.
How many children you get?
I got 3 girls.
The 3 girls living with you?
Yes.
And are you the one sending all of them to school?
Yes, because their father is dead. So I agreed to start this contract. When more in, he gave me 90, I go by my business, I start another month. But during that time, what we were doing, we were not signing on paper. So I begin to do something. He said, one time he called me and said that the labor people gave him hard time.
The time you went there, you
Yeah.
agree everything.
Yes.
You the one say you don't want people, you want ready on people, or he the one say that not people been there, he will give you the money. The $90.
And when I met the group where I met there, when more in here, I will pay from in a packet, we go, we were not signing. And I'm a one was there, but I was only female.
So all of your job accepted that way.
Yes, I just we are here a business. So we always myself I joined the group and we did it for 1 year, 5 months. So this come around 2023, he said that the labor people gave him a hard time. He want to employ us. But during that time, I don't know about employment. So he called me upstairs, I went there. He told me, say, sign. So I signed the paper. After I signed the paper, he gave me my $90.
What kind of paper you sign? You the first time.
Yes.
I
Yes.
got the first time. You ain't talk about people being there.
Yes.
Because you say you met other people there, they were taking they seen $90 or some people were taking less than $90. You were taking
I was
$90.
taking 90.
So you just join the group.
Yes.
You start taking your money.
Money more and give it to what we
So he ain't bring people in that one.
No.
But why not trying to pay you now that he bring the paper and say you must sign it?
He said
Then you agree to sign it.
He said that the labor people gave him hard time. He want to employ us. He want to employ me. Let me speak for myself. He want to employ me. So I said, okay, no problem. They went up, they bring the paper, they call me up. But that time I don't know.
So you not read the paper?
I not go far in school.
So you won't ask for the paper to carry to somebody so they will explain it to you, then you carry back to him before you can sign?
Because he told me that all your friends sign this paper, so I'm gonna be able to give you money.
How he tell you to sign the paper? He force you, he yell at you, or he just leave it on the table?
He convinced me that sign the paper because now I come employ you, they think I come do like legal thing and not something to be in hiding and son. That time he not gave me the paper. Or like the back pay now, maybe you want it, like the pay you want it to give it to me now instead I should sign. So after I told him to read the paper, he and his brother say, but they think I'm not reading, they think just sign. Because you not go to school and I not go far in school. So that how I begin to sign. After I signed the paper, he gave back $90 to me. I had him present this letter in my hand.
Yeah, you don't go to school. That's true. You know how to read. That's true. But you can recognize number. When you see numbers, you know it.
Yes.
So on the paper, you saw any number there?
No. The paper where I signed on, it was only that's done. We carry to a labor. Yes, it was only that's done.
So you don't see 9 and 0 there?
No. I don't see now and see with the last time, you know.
Anita,
Yeah.
no number on our paper and say you know,
No, I wanted when you wanted to give me my back pay, my 1 year back pay. That why you say I should sign. That why I sign the paper. So after now I finish signing the paper, now you present this letter to me. I said, boss man, you can read a letter for me. He said, Carry, go read it. So I brought it to my brother. He read the letter. He said, oh boy, you implore. Then I said, boy, I carry to him, but I said, boss man, I see no more on that paper. But that the money you will pay me, that is there. I asked him a question. He told me that no. I said, why? He said, because the labor people give him hard time when he can't, when the labor people can he spend more money. So he decided to employ me. So I already finished signing for my Worry pay. The payroll now he brings out my salary. In front of it, $143 for my real pay. So after I signed, he gave me the paper before we started doing our thing. I said, but boss man, you can't get my paper. I see $143. Then he said he will pay me the same money. I asked him twice. He said that nothing I will give you. I only want for the labor people to know that the money I'm paying you. So I left it. February I work. After I work February, he brought the same paper to me again where I signed January. He said, son. I said, I can't sign. Because I nothing that he gave me. Then I see $143 in front of the paper. I can't sign this paper, boss me. He said, son. That day, they bring to into all he was very yelling. I should leave the place. I must sign the paper. I said, I can't sign. So they bring to her from there. My friends, they came to me, say, I didn't forget about the team. Son, let go. Because this not job anyhow. I said, no problem. I signed in February. That $143 in front of me, I signed, but he gave me $90. So March, the 1st of March, I went to work. He said he don't need me. Why I should bring us to him?
This year March.
Yes. I had talking to labor. I said, let me go.
So what? You just went to work?
Yes.
And he said he need you?
Yeah, I just went to work. I want to enter. He said, I don't need you. Don't enter my place. I call 1 or 2 persons. I say, I can't wear a message. He not need me.
You don't do nothing to the workplace?
Nothing. I don't do. I don't do nothing.
You don't disrespect the boss or bosses there?
No.
You don't make palaver of some of the employees that carry your complaint?
No.
They never call you for investigation before or call you for investigation?
No.
So how you just go to work now? Then the message I want you.
Because I said I was not coming to sign the paper. He gave me nothing for my February pay. I said I will not sign the paper because I see $143 in front of me, and he gave me 90. That's the problem.
Yeah, your document say 143 United States dollars, and you will be entitled to 1 week leave. You ever went on leave?
No.
So when you leave, every time you leave come, you can still be working.
I'll not go for leave.
So he pay you overtime because your document here say you will also be paid for overtime work.
He pay me overtime.
Overtime mean you sort of work from 9 o'clock in the morning to the 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you finish. But you work 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
He pay me overtime. Not pay me. He pay me for overtime. So I carry into labor. Me and the people were about 4 labor people. They go behind me with Kim. We went in the office. I explained. Then the people say, but they get been working. You see, so can the document he get for her brigade? There was nowhere to show document. The only thing that he showed is that paper where he gave me. It was only on the papers done. The 15 line, I won't know what they. So that the nurse was too much. Brother say, I'm going to call him, will do that, he will do this. They were people went back. Yes, he big brother.
Yeah, giving you cheap.
Yes.
Say you must carry labor ministry.
Yeah, I'm carrying to court.
Yeah.
He will call for his lawyer. And me, I don't have lawyer. So that when I had a commission involved into this case, she wrote them. They wrote me that how we went and then they did down in May, I think it's 13 of May, first morning.
May 6th.
May 6th.
Yeah, they wrote it May 6th.
Yeah, she wrote
the management City Center, 7th Street Sinker.
Yeah. So we went for the conference. He came along with his lawyer. Yeah, I will not got no lawyer. I not get money.
But y'all go for a meeting now
Yes,
with Labor Ministry.
yes.
So he carry his own lawyer there.
He carry his lawyer.
And you don't get
I
lawyer.
not get lawyer.
But you don't carry somebody big that know book so to listen to what is hard to say.
I don't carry nobody because the only brother depending on you in the police last time you were so busy, he will not be able to be with us. So la only la woman, la commission was only there for me. Only her.
What the woman say?
So la her, who the woman the
No,
commission?
sorry. What they say now, what they told the commissioner, the labor ministry people.
So after we went, the people call for the conference. I explain what happening. I say, he tell me that the money here you will not give it to me because when you come, he will tell you say the money pay me, which of you gave me $90. They asked him, he said yes. Everything that I explained there, he said is true. So like how the labor, there were about 4 labor people plus his lawyer and himself. We were about almost 7 to 8 in the room. And how the people say, but the thing is happening. You're supposed to tell us, Ali. The own lawyer gave me 2 questions. He said, Elito, I said, yeah. He said, but say you been working with them, he gave you contract sheet. I said, no. He said, he gave you employment paper. You almost going to your 2 years. I said, no.
Yeah, because under the labor law, once you start working 1 year, from the very day you start working 1, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you employ.
So you know some of us we get that idea. The people can play on our people can play
So
on
that
us.
his lawyer asks you for the document.
Question.
Yeah, the lawyer asks you, say you must bring that document, your employment document.
Yes, I carry this thing. I carry the employment paper to him. That he too seen now to ask me the question. Say, oh, say bien working with them because it start 2020 September 21st and we 21st and so they may not give you contract sheet. I said since that time he never employ you. I said so that now he employ you. I said yes. The two questions he gave me. From there the people say that oh, since they're looking at the your 2 of your get awesome. I had me and the argument went out. The people handle it.
Who say you must get us now?
That the commission.
The labor ministry commissioner.
Yeah,
say you are leader.
Yes.
And who must get us?
Aliu. The man. Yes, the man will get us because the lawyer there plus the color group. They say they want him as official. So we should get out.
With the labor ministry people.
Yes. So we should get out. That how we go out. After we go in tell the minister, I went back to her. From there, then me a lawyer passed by me. They call her. I asked him, I said, Mama, before I can call her Mama, I said, Mama, what the people say? He said, Editor, the people won't you, but the lawyer say I should calculate all your money, they will bring it. When they bring it, I will call you. I said, all right, no problem. I went home that time. After I went home, 1 week passed, I called her. She said the lawyer called me, say, only got 2 months money we get for you. And I told him that I want 2 months money. You get more than 2 months money for the girl. So I don't want to hold that money from him before he can say he bribe me. So I said, okay. So I said, Ma, what the next step we will take? She said the people will pay your money. I said, okay, just hold your hand. I said, no problem. From up to now, June, May, I was sick. She called me, say the people now want to pay your money. Call me, get 2 more money. Where you at? I said, Ma, I'm sick. I'm in bush. He said, okay, when you come, we will take him to court. I said, all right. So I came in June. After I came, she wanted to take her to court. Then the labor minister, the assistant minister, said that like her friends then, so the commission will wait. Then he talk with them, they will pay my money. From there, they call me and went there. We were sitting down like this, they may call at you. While they were explaining, the man said, but now, the man said, but now the report are here, now 2 more money get for the so you and your partner, you're supposed to get money. Are you color for me? You're ready. From there now, he tell me say go come back day after tomorrow. The commissioner, the one minister now, the assistant minister, he say go come back tomorrow.
That the assistant minister called Aliyu now.
Yes.
You're telling Aliyu that the 2 months, then now why you get for
Elita,
Alita.
yes.
Yeah. You get this amount, so you must pay her.
Yeah.
Now while talking here, the
Aliyu
call the phone from in the commissioner
yeah.
here.
The assistant minister, yes. From there now, he stay. He tell me come back day after tomorrow, 2 days after I went. I not see. And I go to the commission and say, Ma, where the man now? He said, but the boss man was here, I know where they go come back tomorrow. I went there 3 different times, I not see him now. She told me that, let me take you to court now, because 18 years ago, we too much, the people don't pay your money. We went to the court, I said, man, I don't get money. I don't get money to fight people, they don't pay my money, let it be so. She said, no. Go, I will make sure you get some of your money. We went to the court. After we went to the court, she hired a woman. She said the man will pay for me. The lawyer came back. Then the lawyer said that, then the man tell the lawyer that, but and the assistant and the woman that want to have to do calculation, then she can say so amount and no affair concern like 2 months and care for the girl. So that how the man tell me say, editor, don't never get first. Now how they thought two of them told me say no, not 2 months all together. Send you're looking at this, give her 4 more money, which is 153, $143. Give her 4 more money from there. He said, okay, that the only thing I can do, but I can do less than that. I said, okay. And they talking we in June. He said, for now until next week, I will bring your money. And I had a lawyer tell me, say, when they bring the money, I will give your money to the commission, you will come for it. But since then, when I call, no way. When I call mama, I say, Mama, what happened? She said, they may. When I call the man can't answer a call. If I said the other lawyer where I tell him to plead for you, the man say, you now won't be calling me too much before you can feel say that your money, then in this time, in this time. So, from June up to now, in school coming up, I got my children. You don't want to employ me? I beg Liberia people to please add me first to my first. Let me get my money, my children go to school. My children sitting down and I register here. My money I waiting for. Ain't big get my money. I need help. I'm a level. Ain't get my money. Everybody 4 money. I mean, register my children. I lack of patience today that what being I can't because in the way people now ever in. So I come for you to put your first to my first. Please help me. Let the people get my money. Let my children go to school. And 3 children sitting down, no father. Name me that the thing I was doing is to send it to school and feed them. Send them for them and get my money. I want make me today. I can't because I'm tired.
So the money is more than that 143. They put all together. But the other man advised that you must accept that 4 months.
Yes. So I say I accept it. I say that they give it to me. Because now you want to run your case on the forces.
Yeah, I know how it is. I know how you feel. I know how it is when it comes to these kinds of things at the court. They will drill you around. Yeah. So we help you. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll help you. I know what you're going through. It's not easy just to support a child. It's not easy. Then you're talking about 3. What's the age of the 3 children?
My first daughter, she 18 years. She 14 this year. She 18 years. The second one, 16. Then the last one, now she 11 years.
And you're in the
Yes.
you're renting.
Yes. We're renting. Renting 1 room. $20.
You're all a landlord. You're pay the landlord.
No, from now, I'm not holding her from now. That change worry my money will feed me.
Okay. So you might want to You might want to add your voice to Alita's situation and see how you can be of help to her. 0770 907 0880 It's a bad labor practice. When somebody work for you, you pay the person. You can ill treat people. It's wrong. It's bad. It's inhumane. It is bad. You can. When people labor, pay them. If you don't have it, tell them, appeal to them, explain whatever the condition, they will understand. The little that you have, give it to them. Even if you're paying $10, let it be as regular and as constant. They will know what to do. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. You can send your message to if you got a message. And then, uh, okay, let's see. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. No, you're very low. This line is giving problem. Let's see. Let's try this Celcom. This line is not responding. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Try 0770 907 907. The Lone Star seem to be giving a problem. There's a problem. Not saying it's a problem. So you can try the Celcom. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Speak. You are on. This line is giving problem, man. Then use the call 0770 0776 Send your text message on 0776 Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, what is happening? The line is just going off. Use call 0776 Send your text message to Alita on 0776 The lines are just going off. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 1.1. My guest is Alita Va of Turner Street. She was used and not paid. She sought the assistance or she sought justice. No justice her way through the labor ministry. She's been tossed to and fro, and now she's using this medium to appeal. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear you.
So
Let's
the
hear you.
labor
Alita is listening.
is pathetic. Hello?
Yeah, her condition is pathetic. So what have you got to say?
The only thing when she will not have received the first 2 months, she will get that and still fight the balance. Yes.
She should, but she said she was advised that she should not have taken the money, or she shouldn't take the money.
Yeah, but the person that cannot help her as a place. So by right, she would have gotten that 2 months, the 2 more money, and she will stay for her to get a balance. So now they advise her to forget it. Now, now she can, until she can get a full month. Now the person who told her to do the 2 months cannot help her to get a full month.
So
now the children have to go to school.
So what can you advise? What is your advice to her? What can you advise her to do now?
The labor ministry should help the woman, let her go to court, let her go pay her money.
Yep, but she said the labor commissioner Anna Yasia advised that they go to court, and they went to the labor court and it didn't work for her. Thank you so much. 0770 9797 080 9797. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah.
My name is Iman.
Let's hear you, Emmanuel. What have you to say to Alita?
No, right now I'm looking at the function of the labor ministry, like the other function is what God, the case was present to the labor ministry, the end of the case. So not necessarily the case coming down, because they are going to jail on the money now. But just only profit. And then there are years no more work for few months or for few years that you know receive the pay as you will receive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you know like I believe the ministry they came on them to them they were proving that yes
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. You are a bit low, sir. You're low. You're low. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Send your text message on. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Hilton Deba. Come Baru.
Let's hear you, Hilton.
I must say, I guess I think kids with the Liberia Council of Church. I went for that school from 88 2011 resigned. But what? You are not paying again. I left. They get money from me. And I'm going to labor two different times. They will tell me other than that. I get tired. They document with me, yeah. And I go up and down in the wickedness. Too many people, they say they brought the water. I see the people, somebody work for you. You won't pay the person. So, what's that wickedness is that?
So is
that?
that
Church, the thing I'm telling you.
Is that what you're advising? Is that what you're advising Alita that she should leave it?
No, for what? And the whole thing when you go to the people, they'll be carrying you up and down. When the people go there, they say they power, and you pass there, they power the government, you carry them, and you don't get money. You don't get money to run after some of the kids, and after people, you're waving. So, you run on there to the council of church, you get 1,000 for me cash. I really have to hear on that. I have from the office again.
So speak to Alita now. Speak to her. What can you advise? What can you tell her? Because she's down, she's frustrated, she's depressed.
I tell come to the radio station too. And I pray that the thing is that why you want to be going to the radio station then. Yeah, I'm going to I pray to come to the radio station to tell it then.
All right, thank you so much.
I'm telling you.
Thank you so much for calling. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Don't call 0776 36 40 45. I said only send your text message on 0776 36 40 45. I did not say call 0776 36 40 45. It's because we're finding we have a little little problem here. Don't call 0776 36 40 45. Only send your text message on 0776 36 40 45, and it will be read to Alita. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Cut off your radio.
This is Hector calling on Capital Baba.
Let's hear you, sir.
I advise to all the partners of the company.
She said, well, no pastor involved in anything, no man. That labor ministry and the court. No. Other mayor, leader a bad person. How you think evil? You think how the lady think it evil? Other mayor, so you are AIDS, and somebody do something to you, you won't kill them. Go kill them. Don't bring it to a leader. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Abraham.
Call up your radio.
Yeah, my name is Abraham. I'm calling from Logan.
Let's hear you, Abraham.
Yeah, Anita, I think you have taken the step reaching to labor ministry, and then they have taken step and gave you the right. You are right. So now it's left with you to keep running after your kids. Don't give up. You can even go along with your children to let them see your children that they need to go to school. I
So
guess somebody will take your condition and then they will see how best to allow these people to get money.
so you're advising that she takes her 3 children to the labor ministry or where she was working to
She
send.
can take the children to labor ministry and let them know that she's supposed to pay these children fees this year.
But
So that they can
they
see
both know that
what to
they know
do.
that she get children. She doesn't have to tell. They know that she get children. She needs to support them just as they have children.
Yeah, so she keep crying on them. She just keep crying on them, the labor ministry, so that they can focus on her case.
All
But
right.
she shouldn't give up.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. 0770-907-907. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm Lady Johnson from Mombasa.
Yeah, let's hear you, Mr. Johnson. What have you to say to Alita?
Yes, I advise my Anita pray that God find another way around to pity or help her for her condition. Our ministry, our labor ministry is not working because most often these people always boast that our ministers are in their pocket, more especially labor minister, they are in their pocket. Whenever you take any traveling to labor ministry, they don't do anything about it. Yeah, so for her going here and there with her children, I don't think it's necessary because like she previously said that she don't have any lawyer, no money, they don't have to give. So she just have to pray that God intervene in her situation because labor minister won't do anything. Labor ministries, they are not working. That one of the ministry in this country that are doing nothing absolutely. People always give them brand our minister, they are in their pocket and what have you.
So you have to bring Alita in your prayers too.
What?
I say you have to pray for Alita too.
Yeah, I'm in prayer for the I myself who speaking. I will work in senior case. I was working with Sash Restaurant on 18th Street. I went to labor ministry, all those things. It's just a waste of time. Labor are not working in this country actually, man. They are not working.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine. And you?
Fine, good. I don't want to tell Anita. You know, when it comes to our labor law here, I tell our labor people, they don't treat their citizens right. But there's a counselor that I have hearing preaching self-teach for people, and then they can get their job benefit. When it comes to Arthur Johnson, if she could find Mr. Arthur Johnson to see her counselor, she will get her money. $5 will not leave here. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, she could tell you if anybody know the man office or the man era, they can direct her.
But why can't you help her? Alita is listening. You can share your number with her and she can call you up so that you can help her. Whatever you do, God will reward you.
Until she call the number, I'll get it down. So get my phone. Then I'll get out and
So Alita, call your number so the mom will take it and help you.
I know.
Yeah.
You ready?
Give me fire for you.
That fire going to be you red over.
Even go
No, yeah, but you record the number. You record the number before you go. He's still listening. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how are you, brother?
Yeah.
I think I'm on that question, so na commissioner na get that once you come man and that lawyer, they don't want to receive that money there. But that's my point is your we in there.
How you know they go receive the money?
Because the thing is, want to say they agree, everybody to give you money, they full more money. And then they told them they went down the one to receive the money, they get it.
How the people how you think a woman that buys she will receive the money and give to Alita all that things she the one we ever been helping Alita said if you listen to Alita's explanation that the commissioner from Labor Ministry been helping her. So how should we eat to get money? The one can do it. Thank you ever so much for calling. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Edmond Carr calling from the road. And I'm so tired of the woman's story. The woman is not begging. The woman went for it. These are the situations that we talk about in this country. These are the people that want to tell you that are happening. You're labor minister. Are you telling me, say, people that are bringing company or businesses in this country, you want to send me the more than you as a government? This kind of thing will make somebody to raise to speculate. That when you carry your case to the lower ministry, these here will come and hopefully in the army and then they put it. But it will make people to think that way. Because how will the woman come to you? You see the people. It's real that the money is for all. Then you illegally pull her down. They might just want to give her as a benefit. You can't give her to go around. The way I can say, now I want to make more appearances. Take your time when saying, other people don't do it. Allow them make more appearances on somebody's radio station. And keep calling on there and keep seeing these things. As we calling and making our info, who knows? What will happen? I don't really understand. Who interest are you, Labor Ministry? Who interest are you? It will make what you believe what people are saying. Okay? Oh, yeah. Because you don't see the one, it's real. And then you don't want to see the wrong thing. That's what you watch all the time. So keep talking around. Don't do like that, man. Don't just disappoint people, man.
All right,
sorry, brother.
Thank you so much for empathizing and sympathizing with Alita.
Yeah, disappointing, man. What's that?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. We contacted the management of city center. We contacted the management. They promised to respond, and then repeated calls went in, but now they are not picking up the calls again. When I say repeated calls, I'm not telling you. I think other people can do say we call repeatedly and the phone rang. So in a way they can say, hey, no. As we having the conversation, the team made the call, send the call through to them. They responded first, and now to give a full explanation. Probably the thing that we want to hook them up live, and they ought to. But just to let you know that we did exactly that. We did exactly that. We contacted the management. They promised to respond, and then they pressure on their back with repeated calls. So apparently somebody must have told them that it's already on the air, so they are afraid to get their institution damaged. But hey, Chief, I beg you, Chief, just move away from the radio or cut it off. Yeah, I beg you. That way you understand yourself good. We got a few minutes to go. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes, my pastor Anita, now crown on the CEO of First and Liberia. You got no idea to do. You got no idea to do. I know it can't be visited. You did it for the worker. You see, you did it for the worker. You can also do it for Anita. Yeah. People, family to resolve issue.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. Good afternoon. Okay, thank you ever so much, man. Thank you ever so much. We appreciate it. You did extremely well to sympathize and empathize with Anita. Just so you know, we did exactly what the law requires. We got through to them. They did not deny. They did not say it is not true that she's not working there or she didn't work there or the claim that she brought is fake, but rather they promise to respond to the situation. That is to tell you that what she's saying is true. Meaning, when they have sought out everything, when they have put their bits and pieces together, then they will give their version. But just to let you know that we reach out to them, because we got their number and the promise to respond. Let's run through the messages that came in for Alita. Let's see this one. Amadou Masikwe. Amadou Masikwe is from Brove. He said, if the woman try and try, no way, let her organize. Oh, no, she can't go that route. No, Amadou, you can tell her to go to Zogo people. This one, no name, and say, this is my advice that you would help her with 2,000 Liberian dollars. But you did not put your name. Thank you so much, brother, but you did not put your name. Later, somebody has written or text to say that they will help you with 2,000 Liberian dollars. 2,000. You got three children. You got to send them to school. But his number is here. Thank you so much. You didn't call. You didn't include your name, but you inserted your number. I will give your number to Alita. She will call you, and I beg you, let it not be a show. I know that you are not that person. What you promise, just do for her. I beg you. I beg you. I hold your phone. We say in Liberian term. So I will give your number to Alita. Thank you so much. She said, okay, Grace, okay, Grace. There Grace from Old Road. This is my advice to her to take the 2 months pay. I will help her with 2,000 Liberian dollars to turn after or look after her problem. Okay, send me your mobile number. Alita,
Yeah.
you get mobile number?
Yes.
Okay, Grace say you must send it to her. So she will send you 2,000, at least small. Then your pay, but everybody understand your condition. So they chipping in small. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you so much. God bless you, Grace. I appreciate it. Hope I can see you. And what's the other person? Okay. Ebenezer P12 from Propline Supermarket. You advising that she find a good law firm. Yes, okay. But right now, you go to law firm that plenty of money. We're talking about United States dollar, money get money. Whichever way you can chip in to help Alita, I beg you. Either $200, $300, $400, $5 US, $10 US. Yeah, let's do it. And then some kind of way she can take care of the children. Everybody not crying for school fee. You know what I mean? You got teacher and another in school. Then rentage coming on you, landlord, and they can sympathize with you. They even want to know all kind of things. And the lawyers, then the drilling, Alita here and there. The country are not easy. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. So you can just chip in, help Alita whichever way you can help. Alita,
Yes.
so call your number, call your number. So I will give you Grace's number, but just call your number so that the people will get it. Some people they won't say it publicly. Yeah, they're all the thing there. Some people they can really help. So just call your number, then they will take it.
My number is 0776 14 20 53. 0776 14 20 53.
14 20
53.
Okay. All right.
My low star number is 0555 42 68 20.
Okay. So, Mama, you are lower your radio. Lower your radio. Yeah. You want to help? You want to? Yeah, you are on the air. You want to help Alita? Hello. Good afternoon. You are on, Chief.
Hello?
Yeah, you are on.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
help? You want to help Alita?
Yeah, I just want to give some advice to all. Firstly, our labor practice in our country is too bad for our own citizens. So the best thing you can do is that person we are getting to know what happening. How poor minister will call somebody, then someone decline the call. So they know what's going on. So that person we are getting to know one person we are getting to know all problem will be solved.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Alita.
Yes.
So when you get the money now, they say they want out before you go because we're already finished. So what you would do?
If I not get the money, I know by His grace God will give me the money. If I not get the money, all the radio station in the morphe time I will go there because I can't go to the develop people now. I not get money to something. I just begging people, begging the president to please help me. I just want for my children to go to school. Please. If I not get the money, I can't do any other things. And I know nothing. Only God depending on God. I know God will give me that money. I want to come to you today for you to help me. Personally, you listening to me, I beg you, Papa. Please, add your voice to my voice will help me with my children. I just want for them to go to school because they are guest children. As they're breaking, they're getting BB. Now they be one say, and small TV or she in 11th grade. I'm fighting for her to finish. No pan father da. I beg you for it to please put voice to my voice and help me. Let me make them. Because they say when you educated guest children, you educated the whole world. I just beg you. A Jabate family la in above. I got your daughter. She integrate this year. And now no way. You please help me in that for you. I beg you. Let Benu Jabate go to school. Thank you.
Okay, don't worry, yeah, Alita.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll help you. Eh? We'll
Okay,
help
Papa.
you. Yeah. Don't
Okay.
give up. Don't
Don't
give
give
up.
up.
I know it's hard, but continue. Continue,
Okay.
bro. We'll call. We'll call. The commissioner. Anna.
Yes, it's
We'll call Anna. Yeah.
yeah.
We'll call city center. They say they ain't say the thing you talking that not true. They ain't say you making all your own thing. They say they will respond. In English, the English people say when the person say I will respond, meaning the thing the person say above there, that true. But they will get a side of the story. They're not saying you lying. So we'll call the woman too. Don't worry. We'll help you, yeah?
Okay,
Don't
Papa.
worry. All right. It's good
Thank
that you
you.
came. You don't cause no trouble. You don't go there, you cause trouble like how other people can do. You take your time, you exercise patience, you know that you will get your money. So don't worry, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll help you.
Thank you, Papa.
Okay. All right. That's all the time we've got to be on the show. Thank you ever so much. We're back tomorrow if God permits. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we will be in the National Elections Commission, the political officer, the man who runs the day-to-day affairs of the National Elections Commission. Ignatius Wisse will be in to talk all things National Elections Commission vis-a-vis 2023 October 10th elections. If all goes well, he will be in tomorrow so that you ask him all of the questions that you got. He will be in. Thank you ever so much for being with us. That's how we go home on Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 within St. Andrews.